Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm on my way back from the farm.
Yeah, what do we have?
I picked the carrots, the beans, some kale, blasted the tomatoes, and a whole bunch of herbs, thyme, lemon thyme, spinach.
I'm Deborah Williamson. I have a restaurant in Prospect Heights, Brooklyn, that I run with my partner. I have for me, the most interesting little world set up for myself right now. We live and work in the same building. It's this darling, beautiful, leafy section of Brooklyn. Brian and I met 12 years ago, and he was this chef having trained at Boulay, and then my background was more events. I worked in magazines and fashion and more of the production end of things. So when we met, we really started collaborating and trying to think of how we could put sort of our two worlds together. And that's ultimately what happened with the restaurant.
James is named after my great-grandfather. James is about producing honest, fresh, wholesome food in a neighborhood setting. Living in Brooklyn, you can create and be a part of a small community in a big metropolitan area. And I think that makes life a lot richer.
For me, a great restaurant is not, and don't tell Brian this, but for me, a great restaurant is not just the food. It's so much more than that. And if the great food is not on the plate, then you really don't have any place to start. But you have to have this sensibility and atmosphere and very approachable service. And we want anyone to walk in and feel comfortable and feel like this is their place. There's a great book, The Third Place or The Great Place, which really talks about this sensibility in Europe that there is this third place that lives beyond work and home and work and family. And one of the highest compliments we ever get is when people will write and say it's a home away from home for them.
It's really important to me to have a connection between what's in the plate and where it comes from, and what the philosophy of the company is.
And the food was really this nice collaboration of his background and his technique, which is really French-American, but also this passion and drive for farm to table and seasonal, and ultimately that led us to start growing our own.
As I cook more and have more experience, I find myself doing simpler and simpler food. Something like a simple salad made with great greens, locally grown pears, and a really nice European cheese. That's all you really need.
Every night that I walk by this little corner and it's lit from within, it still makes me get giddy. That it's so pretty and people are in there having a great time. You feel really connected to the community. We have great regulars, but you feel like, all is sort of right in the world.